right, guys. This is gonna be a weird day, but I'm really excited about it. I'm Daniel Whittington, Chancellor of Wizard Academy and Whiskey Marketing School. Where's the front of these things? There we go. Yeah? Okay. Today is Hidden Drams. I drink things that you can't get. These bottles were a gift from Matthew Todd, who donated ages ago, and it took me forever to get my hands on these bottles. But I did, and it's from Kyro Distillery in Finland. Finnish whiskey. Now, I don't know why Matthew Todd wanted me to drink Finnish whiskey. You will have to ask Matthew Todd. But I'm grateful for it, and I'm very excited, and I have to tell you, I went to do a little bit of research on this distillery, and you need to do yourself a favor and go to their website. Pause and go right now. It's some of the best web copy of any whiskey website I've ever encountered. It's got whimsy, it's got humor, it's a well-designed website, but the writing is spectacular. And their marketing videos for Kyro are genius. I started to watch one where they announce, here's who we are. It starts with them nude, holding grain in a sauna, and I cracked up it's such a breath of fresh air. When I am constantly doing research and getting bullshit PR statements and bullshit websites and stupid backstories, instead to stumble across a website with humor and whimsy and vulnerability and well-directed and well-written. These guys belong at Wizard Academy. They need to come here to the Whiskey Marketing School or to the business classes at Wizard Academy. They're us. They're our people. Or whoever wrote all of that stuff is our people. So, I'm going to try all three of the ones I bought simultaneously with 3 straws. Just kidding. So, the story is they started in 2012 in a sauna, which is such a great line. Now, the truth is they were all sitting around, these friends, and talking about the idea of starting a distillery while sitting in a sauna, because, Finland. And they were like, you know what? Screw it. Let's do it. So Mikko, I will never pronounce these names correctly, but I'm going to give it a shot. Is it Juni? Mikko. There's 2 Mikkos, one with 2 Ks and one with 1 K. And Kalle or Kale? I don't know. I don't know Finnish language or accents in any way whatsoever. So someone, if you know, put the phonetics in here and I'll add it to the description or something or pin it to the top, whatever, just to give these guys their due because I have not tried their whiskey. Now, I will tell you, I need this to be good whiskey. I desperately need this to be good whiskey because I like these people so much already and I haven't even met them. They were sipping on a rye whiskey, and they were wondering, rye is a Finnish historical grain, so how come they don't have rye whiskey in Finland? So they created a distillery focusing on rye. They used their parents' house to malt and ferment and stuff like that. They were for a planning session. They found an old dairy. And that was used as a garage for workers. That's what they turned in. They made their first batch themselves, but they'd had nowhere to distill it, so they had to cart a container down to their friend's place where they could distill it and then bring it back to their place. In 2014, their own still was heated up for the first time in their own location, and it was served at a tourism thing and in a pop-up speakeasy bar, they said, in Helsinki. The bar this is my favorite line from the write-up. This is when I was like, I love these guys so much. The bar was visited by 2 types of guests, friends of the founders and confused elderly people who were perhaps looking for something different. God, that's so good. Okay, I'm going to start with their 100% rye whiskey, malted rye, aged in American white oak casks. Now, what I wasn't able to find was, is it new white oak or used white oak? I'm going to guess that it's used, but I don't actually know. It's pretty dark for an at least 3-year-old whiskey. It says, new. Sorry, I did write this down. I was just so excited about their people. They put on their website, double pot distilled whiskey. So double pot distilled rye whiskey, which is great malted rye, new American oak, at least 3 years old. That's cool as shit. And I haven't opened these because they're both smoked, and I don't want the nose to fill the room while I'm trying the non-smoked one. So, oh man, spearmint, and then, oh, there's that funky barrel note. Young grain, kind of new makey, slight funk. Mushroom is the wrong word, but slight funk to the nose, but it's close to earth. This smells like so much American craft that I've smelled, which is very weird. There's a round greenness, and I'm wondering where they're getting their new American oak barrels from. It feels kiln dried on the barrels. But behind that, there's a green tea, spearmint, slight licorice or anise note, and honey granola. All right, let's see the palate. Oh yeah, soft honeyed green tea. Very pleasing, little funky, little earthy. That green note's pushing forward. That earthy note, that's, yeah, I mean, I hesitate to say, I don't want to make claims about their barrels that are inaccurate and then it's on the internet forever. But, so I don't know how they're treating their barrels or where they're getting their barrels from. But there is this like soft grain green note to the nose and the palate, coated in honey, drizzled, and then slight rice spiciness. No faults, very approachable, well cut, well distilled. Can't wait to see where this goes. Now they're 10 years old. Well, yeah, more than 10 years old. All right, so we have two smoked versions. The smoked one with peat, and I'm going to do that one first because I'm more familiar with peat smoke. And they did one with wood, and I'm going to read what they did. But this was Finnish freshwater peat. Remember, peat grows all over the earth. You don't have to buy Scottish peat. And if you're smoking your own grain, which I'm curious how they're doing that, are they doing it after it's malted, or are they actually using the smoke to dry the malt? Ex-bourbon barrels, some in new oak, some ex-bourbon, and then some Kyro Malt Rye. Okay, so they're using two kinds of used barrels and some new barrels for this peat smoke version. So, whoa! I love it! The peat smoke pushes forward and it becomes this like bright sea air brine. That's instead of smoke, it's briny, salty, like when you're driving to the coast and then you get just close enough to the coast that you can start to smell salt water on the air. Oh, it's such a great moment. It's one of my favorites. One of my, it's very phenolic. Smoke is not screwing around. It's very much so. It's in the light, bright vanilla direction of smoke and kind of like after effect of smoke, ash, instead of earth and firewood. Very zesty, very bright. It's in the Coolila direction of peaty. Oh, wow, the palate, clingy, oil. Whoa, that is weird. I think when I talked about peat and smoke so long that I felt like I was about to drink malt, and then I took a sip and remembered that this is rye grain, and it is screwing with the peat smoke in so many ways. It's unlike anything I've ever tried. So weird. I could be convinced this was a malt barley until I drink it, and then it just goes all kinds of weird. Clingy, dark burnt end, still light saltwater brine, still well cut, still very interesting. I'm glad that green vegetal note is gone, that honey granola note is gone completely, which leads me to think it's the new oak barrels that are contributing a lot of that note, but I don't actually know. Now we're going to try the wood smoke. The wood smoke, they say, alderwood. smoked alderwood in a 100-year-old barn. French oak, new American white oak, ex-bourbon. The green tea note from the unsmoked is back in this one in a way that it wasn't in this one. And there's a whole different kind of like wood burning kit smoke. Like if you've ever, as a kid, did you ever get these like plug them into an outlet and like burn your own designs into wood? I'm getting that kind of smell of like and the smoke that curls up from the metal end of the, it's burnt wood. It really is wood. Very different. Very different. Again, the smoke completely buries everything rye that I'm looking for in a rye. But it lifts the smoke from being this like low-end burnt kind of vibe to like a brighter, shinier version of itself. This is really fun. Matthew, thank you for the gift of letting us get to try these. On the palate. Oh, holy crap. Oh, man. It tastes like a wood-burning kit. I don't know if this one's my cup of tea. And I'm really familiar with this smell because when I was a kid, one of the ways that I made money was designing and building like wood CD holders and racks and shelf things. And then for Christmas, I got a wood burning kit, and I would draw with a pencil, and then I would burn all these designs into them, and I'd sell them to family and friends, and that's how I made money. And so I have a very strong familiarity with this smell of wood burning. Not a campfire, but wood burning with a heated piece of metal. It's very similar to if you've ever done engraving, laser engraving on wood. If you have a laser engraver, a cheap one, or it doesn't matter. There's a smell that comes off the laser engraver as it's engraving. And this tastes identical to that smell. It's so smoky. Both of these are very young. I really want to see some of the complexity breakdown and oxidation. I'm not finding a lot of really great oxidation. I'm finding a lot of additives. And so I'm finding what the grain is bringing and the subtracted from the barrel, that third transformative oxidation interaction, I'm missing that a little, and I'm wanting to see some time to buy that oxidative quality transformative interaction. Very unique, very interesting. Smells like that wood burn. I'm gonna try it again. Yeah. Vanilla and wood burning kit. It's so weird. I'm going to go back to the first one, unsmoked, with my mouth full of smoky whiskey and see how it holds up. Still green tea, slight spice. It's turning into a creamy note now. That's almost like a latte coffee cream note. Still tastes a little green. Peat, when I keep coming back to the nose, feels very familiar to me. Yeah, a little clingy, but I'm going to try it. If I could get the nose of this blended with the palate of this and I could get rid of that green, I think, kilned wood note, I would be in like a really happy place. I just mixed these together. We're going to see what happens. It's not settled. This is not a fair blend. I'm just curious. I like it better. Turns out a blend of these two is really great. It removed all the green that I wasn't a fan of in the first one, and kept everything I loved about this one, but added some body and some sweetness to it. I still want to see it age a little more. All right, so my favorite is the mix of these two. Almost 50-50. In general, as a human being, I'm a fan of the people and their vibe that they have presented on the internet. Like, oh, the web copy and the videos are just perfect. Tone, perfect. Whoever is in charge of your marketing, give them a raise. If it's the 5 of you together, fine. But you have some of the best whiskey marketing I've encountered in the craft market in the world. Well done. It's everything we're trying to teach here at the Whiskey Marketing School and Wizard Academy. Everything. You're executing it flawlessly. I would love to see where this goes as you guys get older and more developed. But cheers to you. Matthew, thank you. I'm really glad you're here. If you want to mispronounce Finnish names or hear a bunch of Finnish names mispronounced, at some point in the future when I try a different Finnish whiskey, like and subscribe.